that he's getting paid 145 pounds a week. That's fucking pathetic.
I feel so much better about it. But I'm 27, so I probably shouldn't. I shouldn't.
What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another East of Stretford podcast. And we talk all things Manchester United here. So if you're a Liverpool fan, fuck off, mate. But actually, you can stay. We could use the views right now.
Don't go.
What's up, boys? Karthik, how you doing?
I'm doing good, man. How are you guys? What's up?
Doing good. Vishnu, how you keeping?
Good, man. Good. Just trying to stay positive as always. In the midst of all this shit that's going on outside the world. So, yeah, up here to create some more content for you guys.
Yes. So positivity. The Bundesliga is back. So some sort of football was back. Dude, wasn't it weird watching it? Like, it didn't feel fun.
Dude, it was... I think... Dude, I don't even know what the fuck Schalke was doing to begin with. It was just crazy Dortmund. I just felt like one team was thinking. And it was just so... I don't know, but I was happy to see live football for sure. That was great. I think the first 20 minutes, I was like, oh, shit, I'm so excited. This is so great. You know, they had already scored and shit. I'm like, this is going to be a great game. And then, I don't know, I was like, all right, man, this panic, of course. Sancho was just... I don't know what. I mean,
on the bench.
Came on for like the 79th minute. He didn't even need to play, but they played him anyway. That was a little underwhelming.
I think that's going to bring up some transfer speculation, but I think they've already put it down to his ankle was injured or something like that. That's why he didn't start. But I hope I maintained a little bit of hope that it's because he chose to sit out. And I'm going to keep that in my head.
I hope so.
So
that's what I was thinking. I was like, yep, that's a good sign.
He's coming to United. Let's get into today's episode.
Yeah.
So today we're doing another transfer raider. There's been two people who are starting to be more and more heavily linked to United. For a little bit, they were linked about a few months ago. It kind of went under the radar, and now it's coming back because it looks like maybe Jadon won't come. So we're going to be talking about those two, Moussa Dembele and Jude Bellingham, the 16-year-old who's making 145 pounds a week, according to Vishnu. So Vishnu, let's start with Moussa Dembele, dude. What do you think? Do you like this transfer? Do you want him? What is it going to cost us to?
Dembele is a pretty good striker. He's proven himself in the French league. He's Lyon's main key striker at the moment. He's had like some good statistics over the last 5 years or so since he's been playing in European football. He scored a total of about 93 goals, give or take, in about 160, 170 appearances, which was for like Celtic as well, and then Lyon. He's been linked with us for like ever. I think this is the third time he's been linked with us in the transfer window. I think Solskjaer really wanted him in the January transfer before like we actually got Igalo. He's good. I think he's one of the rare talents in France as well at the moment. He's a clinical forward player. He's got like really good finishing. He's got composure. He's got like good technique. He wins a lot of aerial duels as well, as I've seen. He's quite fast as well. But I honestly think like if at this moment, because he's still got I think 3 or 4 years left in his contract, he's valued at about 40 million euros. But I think that United are like, if he is to come and like hypothetically speaking, they might be charging us about in the range between 60 to 65 million, which I think is just absolute bollocks. I don't think we need to spend that much on a striker when the likes of Igalo, Greenwood, Martial, and Rashford have already filled those spots, and they're doing a good job as well. So I think it's a great opportunity for Ole to be like, yo, you know what? We don't need a permanent solution that's gonna come with a hefty price tag that we needed for like after the sale of Lukaku, but at the same time, like we don't know what the great man is thinking.
Yeah, Karthik, I agree with a lot of what you're saying, but Karthik, what do you think about this transfer?
Dude, I just don't. My main issue with this transfer is that I'm not saying it's not needed. I feel like Dembele is a great player to, is a great prospect for us. But the issue is with the price tag right now. I think it's whatever rumors or whatever I've read is He's priced at about 61. And I think with add-ons and stuff, it's going to come up to about 80 million. And I don't see it. I feel like, especially with the, with the uncertainty in the transfer market right now, it's just, I don't see the point of investing so much into Moussa when we still need a right winger. And if that's going to hamper our chance of getting Sancho, then I don't see the point of it. Like, I feel like, and also I feel like Dembele coming in, my second concern is that I don't know where Martial is going to be, which is my concern, because if you move Martial to the right, because Rashford is doing fantastic on the left, if you move Martial to the right now, I don't see Martial will have to again adapt to a completely different style of play that he's been adapting himself to being being a good, decent center forward for us so far. I mean, agreed, he's not the strongest center forward, but he's been trying. But now my biggest issue is he's probably going to move on to the right, and I don't think Martial is threatening at all from the right. And it's, even Martial's strength is always coming in from the right and cutting in, right? I mean, he always cuts to the right. He can't. His left foot game for me is just extremely weak. So, and honestly, if we do go with the Moussa transfer, then in my head the formation is going to be something like Moussa up front, Rashford on the left, and probably we play Greenwood or James on the right. But I don't see Sancho coming in if we get Moussa. That's my only concern, especially with with how much we're preparing to shell out for him. Apparently, the clubs are also in agreement with the cost. I think my biggest issue with this transfer is how much we're paying for him, and I don't agree with that. So, yeah.
Yeah, dude, I completely agree. I think my only question here is that maybe Oli doesn't actually see Martial as his number one striker. And, this actually, we were going to talk about this potentially today, but all this kind of Tevez stuff really makes us think about, dude, at that time, we had Wayne Rooney, Carlos Tevez, and Dimitar Berbatov as center forwards. And now we're talking about, dude, we're scared about getting some competition for Anthony Martial, which he needs, dude. He needs someone pushing his ass because he kind of becomes like he can be a bit moody from my perspective, but he's a fucking good talent. And I also think this potentially blocks our move for Erling Haaland in a year or so.
You really think Erling Haaland's coming to Man United now?
Dude,
why not?
We're capable of getting him, bro. I still believe in that. That's
why not, dude? You don't think so? You don't think we can get Haaland?
I don't think so. I think we lost our chance there. I think he's gonna do wonders with Dortmund, and then he's gonna just get picked up by Barcelona or someone.
Or Bayern. He might just become fantastic.
Forget that. Imagine Liverpool. Imagine he fucking shows up at Liverpool, and you'd be like, yo.
Yeah, so okay, fair enough. That's kind of that's true. It's not a good point to say that we shouldn't get someone in because in a year we may not be able to get someone, but I think I agree with you, Karthik. We need to get in somebody else, not someone who's a 60 million pound player. Why don't we get in like a 30, maybe a 20 million pound player and then just shell out on Jadon Sancho because we've been crying out for a fucking right winger and we've been saying this on every episode for years now.
Just every episode we have the same fucking debate and nothing changes. It's just fucking the same shit on and on.
I'm not digging his beard and shit. He looks scruffy as fuck yesterday, dude.
Oh yeah, he did. He didn't seem like he wanted to be there. Yeah. He just seemed like, oh shit, I gotta play, man. Like, but he's still his positioning, everything was great. But he was playing on the left yesterday, so and I don't think they really needed him yesterday. I think the manager putting him on was some sort of weird statement, like, oh yeah, we're still gonna use him. But then there were like 5 subs as well. So.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. We're just
even his Torgan Hazard's been playing really well in that position.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Dortmund won't be hurt by that much if they do actually shelf out Jadon Sancho because Hazard's ready to take on that pivotal front role as a right winger as well. So you never know, man. I think so. I do agree with you. I think it might have just been to play, with everyone who's just waiting to hear back from what the fuck's gonna happen to Sancho. Is he coming to United? What is happening? So I think maybe that's why he only played only 11 minutes yesterday. or maybe he's not really fully fit. You can never say with these.
But dude, you know what's interesting? Not to go off too far in a tangent, but Torgan Hazard wasn't even starting. It was a guy called like Eric Reina or something like that, but he got injured in the warm-ups. So it was supposed to be, man, what's that blonde dude's name? Oh my God, I'm forgetting it off the top of my head. Who played on the other wing for Dortmund?
I don't remember.
Oh, dude, how am I forgetting? He's such a quality player. Anyways, it starts with a B.
Yeah.
So that means Sancho
Brandt.
was kind of Julian Brandt.
Yeah, Julian Brandt.
Yeah.
That was it. So Julian Brandt
Was
started,
Brandt playing on the left? Oh,
yeah. So that kind of was like, whoa, Sancho is kind of fourth on the list. But I don't know, maybe he's injured. But I think the overall, coming back to what we were talking about, the overall, thing of what we were saying is Moussa Dembele is a great player. And you're right, Vishnu, we've been linked to him since he was in Celtic.
Yeah.
But I think we can kind of agree we don't want this dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we said that about Igalo.
But see, Igalo came in when we couldn't get like Haaland or Musa at that point. Like, I don't know why.
Yeah.
If we got Musa at that point when we really needed, when Martial was, when we were really doubtful about Martial, that would have been great. But right now, like, I don't see where he can fit in. Like, it's gonna be hard. Like, Martial is definitely gonna. You brought up a good point too about Martial having some competition in the team, that's for sure. But dude, the price tag is just too much, man. Like 80 million with that's just, at least that's what I'm hearing. So if it's lesser than that, sure, why not? No, it's mainly the price tag. I don't think we should invest so much.
No, but also there's so many. He's come out and I don't think he's publicly said it, but I think he's mentioned it a lot, saying that if there is a better opportunity, I will take it and stuff like that. And I think it's important to note that Lyon is not going to play Champions League football next year as well, because they've dropped out of that. And if United do finish fourth, I think he might just be I think he's ready to already come to Man United, because he's already played in the Premier League before. He's at least in English football before. He is from Fulham. He was in the academy there and stuff. So I think he wants to leave. Lyon's ready to sell him. It's just, I'd take him for about 45. I wouldn't shop more than that. I think 60 is just too much for him.
Yeah, if we could get a good deal, I'd take him. He's a good center forward. And he's a different center forward to Martial. He can hold up play and stuff. So
price
I think
tag is the issue. Right.
Yeah, price tag is definitely the issue. But luckily, we're not paying. So let's keep moving. Jude Bellingham, who is a 16-year-old, and Vishnu surprised us that he's getting paid 145 pounds a week. That's fucking pathetic.
I feel so much better about it. But I'm 27, so I probably shouldn't. I shouldn't. I don't feel better, guys.
So he's been linked to United. He's been linked to a host of top clubs, Dortmund, and I've been seeing Liverpool, Man City. I don't know if those are real strong contenders, but apparently he's a very high quality player. To be honest, I have not seen him much. I watched some small highlight videos. So I think Vishnu has all the stats and has been doing some research. So let's go to him. Dude, what do you think? Do we get this guy? He's like 25 million pounds.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I'm a bit nervous about this because he's only 16 years old. What is the real hype between this, teenage wonder kid? And a fun fact is that I think United are trying to sign his brother as well, Jude Bellingham, as a package deal.
With the deal,
yeah, who's apparently only 13 years old, and he's going to be a bigger sensation. So I don't know when the Premier League became this young. No, definitely not. As when we were growing up, we've never seen some shit like this happen. Maybe except for Rooney. But more about Bellingham, 16-year-old kid, plays for Birmingham FC. He's come from the Birmingham academy. He's played for the youth level, England side as well. He's played for the under-17s. I think there was a tournament recently that was held in Poland where he captained the England team. He's been heavily sought out by Dortmund, Chelsea, and I think a little bit interest through Tottenham, Bayern, Munich, and Real Madrid as well. Just he's only 16 years old and he's already played 35 games for Birmingham this year. I think he's missed only 5 games or something like that, which is amazing. I don't know a lot of 16-year-olds who play a full season with their sides. I'm not like, yeah, it's fucking strange when I heard this, but he's only earning £145 a week. I'm not sure to what extent it's true as well. I might have to check my sources on that again. But yeah, that's ridiculous because Dortmund, there was reports saying that Dortmund are willing to pay 60,000, so that's quite a boost.
A little bit.
Did like a
That's that second job salary hike, bro. What the fuck? I wish for that.
Yeah, I think me and Karthik are still waiting for like hikes like that in our next jobs. Coming back to it, he did a tour at the Carrington Academy recently with his parents and his younger brother. He said he was quite impressed by the whole the facilities available. He also got to meet Sir Alex Ferguson, because I think that's a great sign always for a player who's like maybe heavily linked with Man United. There's reports saying that Ole might promise him even a prominent first-team role in that center midfield. He's actually quite skilled in playing a lot of midfield areas, so he's played defensive midfield before. He's more of a left midfielder or central midfielder. I kind of similar to from the videos and the stuff that I've watched of him, I kind of compare him to a little bit of Frank Lampard when he was coming up the ranks as well. Like he's a really good box-to-box midfielder. At the same time, he can take those attacking shots, and he can also do a great job on the defensive midfield side. I don't know, man. Like I think it's too early to say anything. He's only fucking 16 years old. But again, one more thing is like I'm very concerned about the price. 25 million for a 16-year-old is ridiculous. Do you guys have any thoughts on this?
Mm-hmm. Karthik, what do you think?
I don't really mind this transfer. Simply because I don't feel like I mean I know I read a couple of things too where Ollie's like he will definitely be a first team player when he comes to United. I'm not sure how true that is, or even if it is, I think that's bullshit. Like I think he should come on as I can see him in the first team, but on a rotational basis, and I feel like it just adds more competition in the team, man. Especially with our midfield. I think there's nothing wrong. He's 16 years old. He can spend maybe like 2 years at United. Maybe it's a 2-year contract with United. He could spend that much time, and we could see if he works out or not. Even if he doesn't, he'll be like 19, and we can still, let him go for decent. I don't think it's a bad investment. I feel like Bellingham coming into the team would be interesting. 25 million. I mean, dude, if we're shelling out 80 for Moussa, I think for Bellingham we can get 25. The kid has played like 35 games. He's played almost an entire season. He's got like 4 goals, 3 assists, and he's fucking like that's insane.
Dude, we bought Robin van Persie for 24 million.
Yeah, but bro, that was a different time, bro. You can't compare that.
I know, dude.
That's insane how shit's changed, bro. Like, fuck, like, yeah. I mean, you couldn't imagine paying this much for a 16-year-old.
You actually brought something that I wanted to talk about as well. Just because I was afraid of the price being too high as well for him. But then when you think about like who else that United are still looking for a midfielder, right? And if we're spending 25 million on Jude Bellingham and then like get him to like train with the likes of Fred, McTominay, Pogba, Bruno, and like so get like as a rotational player, we don't even need to like look at Jack Grealish anymore. Do you agree?
Right.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
I think it'll be easy this is a much simpler option as well, and he's highly rated, so you never know if he kicks off, and he's quite tall. I think he's quite tall, and he's a physical lad as well, so like why not?
And United right now seem like a very youth-friendly team anyway. I feel like Ollie has done a fantastic job. Ollie knows how to deal with much better than Mourinho, Van Gaal.
Yeah, dude, I completely agree. And I think if he is a big lad and he's been playing in the second division, the championship, which is a fucking tough league, dude. Yeah. I think if you watch Sunderland Till I Die, it's like an intense fucking dog-eat-dog league, So if you can survive that at 16, it's almost harder from a physical perspective than playing in the Premier League, other than the pace in terms of physical stature. So, if he can do that, that's pretty insane. And if he's really, as big as people are making out to be, I think United is probably the second best place for him. Probably Dortmund is a little bit better for their record, but I think United is a great place in the way we've handled Rashford, Greenwood. You know, Greenwood, we haven't thrown him onto the scene. He's like one of the best potentially a generational talent. And, you know, you only see him once every few games because we're managing his ego as well as, you know, everything that comes with it. So I think, you know, if the kid can play, we bought Rooney at 18, and then you're completely right. I didn't even think about it. Jack Grealish would be double, you know, the cost. So why not just play Fred and Scott more and bring him in as a rotation? So yeah, I'm good with that actually. At first I kind of wasn't too great, but like I'm thinking, yeah, why not? If he's actually great, we sell him on for 100 million, or he stays on for 10 years.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it's closed doors for Angel Gomez.
Yeah. Oh, very true. Very true.
Pretty much.
And I think Dortmund are linked to Angel Gomez, right? Like.
And Chelsea.
Oh yeah, Chelsea too.
Yeah.
I could see him going to Chelsea, dude. He's a quality player, to be fair. He's a very high quality player. But I think, you know, that's a good place to wrap up, boys. Pretty short and sweet today.
Short and sweet.
Yeah, so I think, you know, cool. Good shit, boys. I think let's wrap up there. Everybody, you know, what do you guys think about bringing in Moussa? What do you guys think about bringing in Jude Bellingham and quadrupling or infinitizing his salary from 145 pounds? Let us know in the comment section below. If you like this kind of content, dude, fucking press that like button and press that subscribe button, because we're going to be coming out hot very soon. Yeah. So yeah, anything else you guys want to add before we close up?
Yep, all good. All good.
Nah, man. Nothing. I mean, I want Igalo to stay. I hope that happens.
I
feel really bad for him, dude. I feel bad for the lad. I'm not saying that we can't get someone else to do Manchester United, but it's really sad that he's probably going. Yeah. Oh well.
Oh well.
That's a nice place to end it.
Yeah, great place to end it.
On a positive note. Okay. All right, guys. Stay safe.
All right, stay safe, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. See you guys in the next one.
Bye.